All right. Well, I think Christmas is a wonderful time of year because everybody sort of comes together and it's brotherhood and we love one another and all that morality stuff. I don't know that we necessarily need a Jesus Christ Savior for that, but a lot of people like to believe that God and Jesus are the reason for morality in the world. I'm not sure that we necessarily can show that that's true. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think we lost him, actually.
Oh, he came on.
It was a hit and run call, it seemed to be. Yeah. So, anyway, that was fun.
Great pork chops, by the way. So, what are your thoughts?
Pork chops, what are you talking about? Well, my thoughts about what?
Christmas and religion versus secular kind of thing,
I think Christmas is the same as Halloween, right? Where you can celebrate Halloween and be a Christian, and it's not a conflict. I mean, exactly what you said. Some people have different...
It's a social construct.
It can be. Yeah. For some people, it is a religious time.
Yes.
Which is perfectly
nothing wrong
fine
with
too.
That. Yep. Nothing wrong with that. And other people, it's a custom, It's the idea of loving other people and being good to each other and spending time with family and friends and having wonderful times. I think that's great.
And so for some people, it's a time to stress out and go into debt.
Yeah, that's not as much fun, but...
so don't do that. Although it's probably too late at this point. Although I'm not done Christmas shopping yet, so
I am.
That's a problem.
Today I did. I did my one present shopping for my wife.
Yeah. What'd you get me?
I dragged my daughter with me. She actually kicked in and helped buy a present for her mom. First time ever. I will point out she has not paid me what she said she would pay me. As I was leaving for the studio, she said, "I'll get you later, Dad." So I'm thinking, I'm not going to see anything.
Well,
but anyways,
so she's learning.
What was your question?
What question?
I don't know.
I asked you what you got me for Christmas.
I got you some venison.
Oh, well, that was nice.
Yeah, I should say so.
Is it cooked?
No. You know how hard it is to get venison?
For who? For you?
Yeah.
It's extremely hard.
For me, it wasn't so hard because I had a friend of mine that got me some venison. But if I had to go out and shoot it, impossible. So you and your wife are going to get some nice venison.
We're going to eat it.
And I know you guys will eat it. And I will have some for my brother and my father-in-law and maybe my neighbor. I will have very little left over.
Yeah.
But that's okay because I love humanity.
Because of Christmas.
It's Christmas.
What? So
reminds me, I gave a great big tip to the waitress we had at the Mexican restaurant. My daughter and I were out shopping, and
$3 this time.
Yeah, it was up to $3, and I don't know, it was like 40%. That's a pretty good tip.
That's cool. Now I will say,
and she spit in our food, but still.
Oh, so you should have given her 50.
Yeah.
I
will pay extra for that downtown.
I will say that you could do that year round. Like, be nice to people.
No, I don't do that. I tip 0%, and then Christmas I tip 100%.
40% once on a $2 bill.
Yeah.
I had a Coke and water.
Scrum.
But I gave her 40%.
And that's it.
Do you want to talk about the Russian ambassador?
I do.
Because it's totally old news.
Well, it's a few days old. The Russian ambassador to Turkey got assassinated, apparently. That was a videotape. What I just wanted to point out was that the apparent assassin was an off-duty police officer for the Turkish government.
A great trigger discipline.
Who said, Allah salad bar, or whatever you say, Allah, God is great, right? He said it several times. And then started talking about in Turkish. I don't know what language that is. Turkish language? I don't know. What did they say? Anyways.
I think that's it. They say gobble, gobble.
In Arabic,
gobble, gobble, gobble. Aleppo, gobble, gobble.
What I wanted to point out was that a lot of the liberal news media omitted that portion of the video where he was shouting "God is great" in Arabic.
And talking about Aleppo
Because
and they
their narrative is that
we don't know why he did it.
we don't have
We
radical
don't know.
Muslims.
Why I don't know why he did it. He must have been a disgruntled cop.
Maybe that's what it was. Yeah.
He was dressed nice.
God, he looked great, right? It's a classic.
He really did.
It's like a James Bond
Yeah,
1965
it really
outfit.
was. It really was.
Beautiful.
All right.
You want to talk about plastic rice?
Not really. I just remember that a long time ago when this came up, when they said the Chinese were selling plastic rice, you said, Snopes says it's not possible. It turns out that in Nigeria, they actually confiscated like 2.5 tons of plastic rice
Right, and
that was imported from China.
And you're basing that on what news outlet?
A tech blog.
Right. Okay, I'll remain skeptical
But it's
until
not
we get some more.
Snopes, is all I'm saying. Snopes, you know Snopes.
Yeah, I love Snopes.
Yeah, I know you do.
Very good record of being correct. Plastic rice, I think it's great. I wish you and I could do that.
Who knows if Snopes is correct or not?
Well, you're always, what they do is, what's nice about Snopes is they give their references, and you're always free to check out their references for yourself to see if it's reliable or not.
That's too much work, though.
And if you'd think that their sources are crap, then you can say, Snopes is bull. But
I'd rather just read an article on Gizmodo and call it good.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of fart rape?
What?
Fart rape?
What?
Fart rape?
What?
Fart rape?
I'm going to say it 4 times. What?
That was 5, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't know.
What?
I don't think it's real, but it's a hilarious thing that's been.
What's a fart
been
rape?
going
How
around.
can you rape somebody
it's
with a fart?
It's a night. Well, so to be clear, there's this organization. It's what is it, like Women Against Pornography or something? It's a feminist organization. One of the co-founders, essentially, and this was a while ago. This is old, but she said that rape is nothing more than men keeping women in a state of fear always, and all men do it to all women. So she's just saying that all men,
everybody
rape,
farts.
Everybody's no, that's separate, is what I'm saying. Because you're saying, how can you rape with a fart? I'm saying, so there's a feminist line that men rape women just by being dominant. Has nothing to do with sexual intercourse or anything. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Wait a minute. I thought the definition of rape was some kind of penetration.
Well, not according to some feminists, is what I'm saying. You really just have you just have to be tolerant.
Suppose you could penetrate somebody with a good rape, or a good fart, but
yeah. So the idea is, and I think it's fake, but it's kind of funny anyway, is that men generally fart louder than women.
Yeah,
and so that is a way to. That's a way. That's a way to dominate a woman.
Really
makes them feel inferior, and they become submissive, and then it's unhealthy because then they hold in their farts.
I know some women that have some terrific farting abilities that have shamed many men.
Right. Well,
in their acumen in farting.
Well, it is possible for women to rape men also.
I've never been so lucky. Really? Fart raping? That's ridiculous.
I don't think it's real.
No, I'm sure it is a real... I'm
sure
somebody is really thinking that's something.
Well, that's the real story about it, is you see it come out as a quote, and you're like, this whole feminist movement lately has been crazy enough that I don't know if that's real or not. So I don't know if it is, but it's hilarious.
No, it doesn't surprise me that...
You should ask your daughter.
That some women's group would come out and say, loud farting is rape because women don't want to fart in front of men. Come on. Mm-hmm. Boy.
No, it's like complaining about not having pockets on your pants.
Oh, that's...
Come on.
Let's talk about that for a minute.
You can buy... So, yeah,
you can buy men's pants.
You can buy women's pants that have pockets, but they fit like pants with pockets, and that's not what women want to wear.
Yeah, there was an article we saw.
You can buy jeans with pockets in them.
That said, traditionally women's pants don't have deep pockets, and that men's pants have deeper pockets, and that women were bitching about the fact that they had no place to hold their, I don't know, keys.
Cell phones.
Yep. Yeah. And somebody in the article was saying, "Oh, I ask my boyfriend all the time if he can hold my cell phone because I don't have deep pockets and stuff."
Well, it's a conspiracy by the bag industry to force women to buy expensive purses.
I didn't know that.
That's true.
So that's what it is? That's the reason they don't have pockets in pants for women?
That's what it is.
It's purses?
There's also, I mean, women don't work and make money, so what do they need pockets for anyway?
Well, there's that,
I
right?
mean, really?
Right.
Really?
Yeah. The ideas expressed on the show, not necessarily those of Ad.
Brian, you shouldn't have said that.
So, women's pants don't have big pockets.
Yeah. Some of them don't. Some of them do.
And men's pants have big pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, okay.
They fit differently, too. Right? I mean...
They do.
You can't... Excuse me?
What was that?
Uh-oh. That's the hate mail coming in for the comment you made about women not working.
Damn it! So anyway, is that a phone call?
No.
Is it a comment?
No.
Is it our show being shut down?
It is. FCC finally found us. All right, let's move on. That was a joke, by the way, in case people aren't clear.
Yeah.
My wife works very hard, and I'm saying that because she's staring at me from across the studio.
Across the way.
Because Steve's on vacation.
Yeah. Well, vacation, I'm doing air quotes. Vacation, I think he might have been picked up for something.
Yeah, well,
and he might be doing some time.
All I know is he called in. He said, "I've only got one phone call.
Yep.
And I've only
help me out." And I said, "Who is this?" So I think he's in there for 30 days or so. Mm-hmm. Do we want to do a trivia question?
Oh, we're going to... Yeah, I guess, Mr. Show Leader.
Well, we're
Apparently
close.
We're going to break now.
We're close to break.
Okay.
We can talk about something else if you want.
No. I'm ready for a trivia question.
Who is not ready for trivia? This is a good one. So, when was the first Christmas tree that appeared at the White House? The first Christmas tree that was put up at the White House. When was that?
1776.
You'd be wrong.
I know. For a couple of reasons, but okay.
Because Christmas trees didn't get really popular until
also
well after that.
The White House, when was it built? Not in 1776.
No, it was built, 4 years ago?
Yeah, I think so. It's only been around for 44 years. We've only had 44 presidents. So, AdOddShow.com, Facebook.com/AdOddShow, MyParentsOpenCarry.com, ChuckDoug.com, BrianIsWeird.com.
Buy our book, My Parents Open Carry.
Too late for Christmas, but
I think they can get a rush.
If you have Amazon Prime, you might be able to get it on Saturday.
It doesn't matter. Order it.
But even if you don't get it by Christmas, you're probably going to see family after the holidays or, whatever. Just pick it up. You can always send a late Christmas gift, too, and say, hey, I'm still thinking about you.
MyParentsOpenCarry.com. Great kids book, Second Amendment.
We'll be right back.
Lock it in and rip the knob off. Red State Talk Radio.
My Parents Open Carry, a pro-gun kids book from White Feather Press. 13-year-old Brenna and her parents spend their day in typical fashion. But what's not so typical is that Brenna's parents lawfully open carry handguns for self-defense. And the Strongs join a growing number of families who are standing up for their Second Amendment right and bringing gun ownership out of the closet. Order your copy of this unique kids book at myparentsopencarry.com.
It's a bumpy ride through the political jungle with Nate and Brian.
Believe me, if I started murdering people, There'd be none of